Now it is time for Copy This Win. Here we are featuring SweetFlexx, one of our clients that we've worked with, I believe, for over 2 years now. This is a case study on how SweetFlexx went from 6 to 8 figures, which is something that I know a lot of you are looking for growth. You can check out their website when you have time, but essentially SweetFlexx, their hero product is a pair of leggings that has resistance bands built in. So a very novel, a very cool product. They're located in Austin, Texas. John and I got to go visit their warehouse a couple of months ago. You'll see some cool pictures of that in a second. As I said, their main hero product, what they launched with, were these resistance leggings, but they've done a great job of adding other complementary products, as you can see on their website. The initial price point is about $75 to $100. Their tagline is explore activewear with built-in resistance and get more from every step. And co-founder is Mac. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Carlos, who runs their marketing. We love working with these guys. We run their paid ads and also their email. They were students long before they were clients, and just really, really good people with very smart engineer and product-based minds. So this is a picture of when SweetFlexx was doing 6 figures and they were shipping their products out from their apartment. Anybody been there? I love seeing the pictures of you guys shipping from your apartment, shipping from your home. Nothing says I'm willing to do it all as a founder or a leader than shipping out of the place that you live. And now look at this. These are pictures that John and I took when we were visiting in November. So this was the perfect time to visit the warehouse because it was Q4. Black Friday was happening. And you can see all of the labels that we're printing constantly. It was fun. You can see Mac here in his Serve the World Unselfishly and Profit shirt. I don't know if we have a video of this, but Mac had John and I stand side by side to see who could package a pair of leggings more quickly. I thought that I won, but the team says that John won, so I guess John won. I don't think either of us will be hired anytime soon when it comes to packaging products, but just shout out to these guys. This is what is possible, y'all. And how did this happen? So we asked Mac, what is the one reason, if you had to just pick one, that you guys were able to grow so quickly? And I thought he was going to say our product. You know, it's novel, it's revolutionary. People think it's really cool. Who doesn't want to wear a pair of leggings that burn 255 calories a day on average while you go about your normal life? But he didn't say that. And what he said was back to fundamental 101 marketing that so many of us forget. I forget this for Smart Marketer every day. Even when I look at our clients that are in the mid 8 figures and trying to grow, a lot of them have forgotten this piece. Max said that it was by focusing their marketing more on the benefits and not the features of the product. This is something you guys have probably heard a million times, but it is the most important thing. He said we were so focused on the features, the resistance bands, the fabric quality. Then Smart Marketer said, why not focus on the benefits? Customers were saying their legs felt more toned, they had more energy, even better knee support. That shift in mindset changed everything, and that is when our growth skyrocketed. So essentially, they quit focusing so much on the product and they started focusing more on their customers, what their customers wanted, and why their product changed the lives of the people that wear these leggings. And I've used this example for over 10 years, but it was the first example that I was ever shown to understand benefits versus features. And this dates itself with the iPod. Who had one of the big, thick iPods? I miss those. iPods were so cool. Anyways, you can see this on the left. Storage for 1 GB of MP3s. This is where most people are still stuck. This is the feature of the product. This is a detail. And when we are so close to our business, we are so close to our product. We think about it every single day. Our minds always go back to the features because that's what we're thinking about in order to make the product better. But that is not what our audience is thinking about. What happens when you look at this through the lens of a benefit to the customer? 1,000 songs in your pocket. Y'all, this is the difference between features and benefits. And even some of the biggest companies in the world are still forgetting this about marketing. And it's so much more than marketing. This should be a part of every area of your business. So I want to play a really fun game with you guys. We are going to show you an ad that SweetFlexx was using before they started working with us. And then we're going to show you an ad that they've used now since we've been working together. And I'm not going to tell you which one, but I want to see which ad you guys think performed better. I think it's going to be pretty obvious, but we have the ad on the left and we have the ad on the right. So let's go ahead and play.
I was shocked at how my legs transformed just from wearing SweetFlexx resistance band leggings. I'm a mother, a businesswoman, a dog walker, chauffeur, and wear lots of hats throughout the course of the week. With all the ripping and running in my day, I've never felt like I was giving my body enough attention and just felt unhealthy at the end of the day. One of the other moms told me about her SweetFlexx leggings that actually have resistance bands built into the legs, and that she burns on an average 255 more calories a day, and that her legs have firmed up, changing nothing else about her routine but wearing the SweetFlexx leggings. So I tried a pair and I couldn't believe the change. I was burning more calories without changing anything about my day, and I even saw my legs turn to a place they haven't been in years. So not only are they the best looking leggings in my closet, when I wear my SweetFlexx leggings, I go to bed feeling healthier, knowing I did something good for myself for once, and that I got the most growth out of the day I possibly could.
All right, y'all can watch the rest of that later. All right, which ad do you all think worked better, the left or the right? I think this is a pretty obvious one, especially with my audience here. Yes, it was the right. And what's interesting about this is this ad actually worked. It wouldn't work for most businesses who don't have the insane novelty of the product that SweetFlexx does. So this actually worked. But this is an example of just speaking to the features of a product. This could not be a better example of speaking to the benefits, especially when honed in on an avatar, which we don't have time to go into here. But this is one of our favorite things to do with clients. We're about to bring on a client that sells a really cool product and they just kind of throw it out into the ether. Hey, everybody, here's what our product can do. And the first thing that we're going to do, just like we did here with SweetFlexx, is figure out not only the benefits, but who are the best avatars for this particular product. So not only did we start speaking to the benefits, we also started speaking to avatars like moms who don't have a lot of time in their day so that we can be more specific with our targeting, so that we can tell a story for a specific type of person. So key, but a great example here of features versus benefits. Attila, who is one of our amazing growth strategists and media buyers on our agency team. I've known Attila over 10 years. He is the one that works on SweetFlexx's account. And we asked him for advice on this topic. He said, right from your audience's perspective, not yours. And this is so key when a lot of us sit down to write ads or create marketing concepts in general. We put our professional marketing hat on and we get really stiff and we get really salesy, and it doesn't work. And if you can be very intentional about taking that hat off and putting your I'm a real person hat on, but I'm a marketer, this will allow you to relax. This will allow you to get into the mind of the customer and really write from their perspective. So shout out to Attila in London. So how are you guys feeling about your own advertising? Whether it's for a client, whether it's for your own brand, do you feel like you fall into this trap? Do you speak more to benefits or features? Or are you even willing to admit this? Okay, it looks like about 70%, 68% are more benefits focused, and about 30% are more features focused. And I will say, guys, there is a time and place for features, but it's on your sales page, and it's usually in more of the fine print. The people that care about the features, like the way in which it was made, or how long the course is that you're selling, they are going to go find that information on the page. They will find that information, but it is not going to be what initially hooks them in from an ad. So remember, the goal of the ad is to generate the click. The goal of the page is to actually convert the person into a buyer. So 72% of y'all are benefits focused, rock and roll. Let's see if we can dive into that even more as you guys continue to move forward. So questions to ask your audience to start to even get this information. Because something else that Max said that he still does is he will take his product to Starbucks, give it to people, and ask them what they think. He is not shy. And it really takes this effort, whether it's getting on Zoom calls, whether it's really analyzing the reviews for your business to get into the mind of the customer. And the questions that we usually like to ask to pull this information out of people that then become ads, that then become these marketing messages, these are our go-to questions. Number one, how would you describe yourself? This is where we get ideas for avatars, right? You ask someone how they describe themselves. If they're a mom, they're probably going to include that in the description. So this is where we get ideas for, should we position this product to moms or teachers or nurses or entrepreneurs? If you are a business that has the opportunity to market to multiple avatars, how would you describe yourself? You all, it's also important that you ask these questions in the way I've written them, because they are built to generate useful responses, right? Surveys and interviews are absolutely pointless if you are not asking the right questions. So how would you describe yourself? What was life like before you had or consumed or used our product? What was life like? That sets them up to tell you all of the pain points that were going on in their life and make it not so much about your product. What was life like after you consumed our product? Same thing. And this isn't what did you like about our product? That's not it, guys. It was what was life like? What is life like afterwards? This is going to give you such useful information. And then my favorite, and again, you have to use these exact words. If you were to recommend us to a friend, What would you say? And what that does is it forces them, even though it's subconscious and they don't know, to take off their marketer hat. Because if you said, can you give us a testimonial for the product? They're going to say, I love Hydro Jug. It's as big as my head. I can carry a lot of water. It's a silly example, but they are going to explain the features of the product. If you say, if you were to recommend this to a friend, now they're going into casual mode. Now they're thinking about their friends and the application of the product in someone else's life. These are so valuable, again, to ask in person, to ask on Zoom, to send as surveys out to your audience. There's nothing more powerful that you can ask of people. Will also give you ideas for products you can launch in the future. Okay, one more thing on this, guys, before we move on to the action items. You guys know that you can use AI to generate a lot of this information, and we'll be talking about AI more in future episodes, but nothing will replace the words of your actual customer. Do not shortcut this with AI. Generate this information, generate these transcripts, then give it to AI to analyze and to make your work easier and to give you other ideas. But do not, please, rely solely on AI to understand your customer. That's Molly's ask of the day.